Well, good evening. You're at Cornerstone Worship Center in Vestaburg, Michigan, and I am Pastor Don Wolf. And tonight, in this cold night with it snowing outside, these people wandered in here and decided to play a little music. They're the core of our praise team. And I'll just first introduce them. Most of you know Mike. Yeah. Pastor Mike. He's been on quite a bit. And next to him is his better looking brother. Yeah. And I know that you know who Jennifer Earl is. Who's that? We're all nearly caregivers a week. And next to him is my daughter, Rachel Nokes. And next to her is a guy I really feel sorry for. That's her husband, Mike Nokes. You are timing this.
I got it.
Oh, okay. I should have known that.
We're timing it?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, tonight I had to admit that this place is full of gospel music tonight.
Amen. Amen.
And I enjoyed it. I never come over. Well, if I come over, I never stay. And tonight I did. Came over early because we wanted to do this. And while you people are watching this, my wife, who is sitting over there, myself, and the two on the far end, we're going to be on the beach in Florida. They may go, I'm not a beach person. And we're going to leave these three behind, and I know they're going to do fantastic.
Well, we'll hold the fort.
Yeah, hold the fort.
What's that was saying when daddy's away, the kids are playing?
Something like that, yes. You can see we're very serious. But Pastor Mike, how long have you been playing music?
Well, long time. I started teaching myself when I was 12.
Oh, then you've been playing for about 90 years.
But yeah, it's been a lot of years, and you know, the only thing that really bothers me is I didn't get myself in church a long time ago.
I understand.
My voice was a little bit better back then. It wasn't that great, but it was a little bit better than it is now.
Well, I tell this story when I was in a church in Oregon. They paid me $100 a week not to sing with a praise team.
Maybe that's church I need to go to.
Yeah. Leroy, how long you been playing music?
No, I remember when I was like 7, 8, watching my dad and my brothers playing and stuff. And when they went around, I'd grab one of their guitars and mess with them. Now I'm self-taught idiot, but I mean, I enjoy it. It's getting a little rougher to do nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's been 5 years. And I've got to go along with Brother Mike there. If I'd got into the church a long time ago, I could have probably actually played the guitar halfway decent. But I was being stupid, like most young people do, you know. And it took me probably more years than most people to get onto it. But I love God and I love serving Him, and I know personally I fall short. We all do. I know, but you know, the thing is I know I got to keep striving, but I figure I keep telling Rachel, I'm gonna have to quit. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to quit because I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
But then I told her last week. I said, well, no. I gotta say, actually, God ain't told me to lay it down yet, so I guess I gotta keep trying. So that's what I want to do. I'm gonna keep plugging away at it and hope everybody forgives me all my mistakes.
That is no problem. Let me assure you.
I probably got 10 picks up there, so when I drop one, I
I'll say this: God isn't looking for perfection.
Well, that's a good thing.
You're right.
I wouldn't be here.
No, I don't think it. Well, I know none of us would be.
Right.
But He's always looking just for people that's a desire and willing. say this, you
Pretty
do a
good.
great job, Leroy.
Amen.
I
I'll
appreciate
try.
it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. One thing that I probably need to do more with you
Oh,
is I have you to pray. This man to pray.
Amen. Amen.
Really
Amen.
can. And, I think when you open your mouth, God goes like this.
he ain't doing that. I know you don't.
He doesn't, he hears them all.
Yes,
You know, one thing about our God though, you know, he's got that sense of humor, he created all of us.
There you go, yeah. He created me, I look in the mirror, I know he's got a sense of humor.
I know sometimes he goes,
What I do.
What was I thinking?
Yeah.
Jennifer.
Well, I don't play an instrument, but I do sing. I've been singing since 6th grade, 7th grade. I did choir and stuff all through high school, so. It's different on the praise team though. We learned, because you tried to do something with music on it, and I tried to read the music, and that's not how everybody was doing it. So I do well as long as there's no actual music written down, because then I try to read the
We
music.
take it away from her.
Is it any of you trained?
I cannot read a note.
I can read music.
I can.
Well, to be honest about it, I think about the 6th grade, I started taking trumpet. And when I hit the 8th grade and started going into high school, I said, that's it.
Yep.
And I hardly touched anything. So I can read music, but that's about it. I can't sing it and I can't play it.
My biggest problem, I play by ear, that's why they're always sore.
Oh,
Yeah, I couldn't read a note, I like dependent on it.
Yes, sir. I started playing, I don't know, we was 10, 12 years old. Mom got us guitar lessons, and I started guitar, played the drums, I tried doing piano. Like a lot of people, I backed out of it. I took band in school, I played the clarinet, but mostly I just like to sing. I love music because I believe it opens God's heart, His ears, once you start playing and you start praising Him. I just believe that all heaven opens up, and if I had my way, we'd have worship all the way through and no preaching.
Hey, we've done that a few times.
Yeah, there's so many songs out there that just have a message in them, and it's just so awesome.
I didn't know you played the clarinet.
Mm-hmm.
That means you can, a little training, you can play the saxophone.
A little bit, yeah.
But that's the instrument I love.
Mm-hmm. So,
Well,
my sister plays that.
can you, Becky?
Becky plays saxophone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she took saxophone and band.
Oh, see, she hid that from all of us, didn't she?
Yeah.
She did a really good job too.
Yeah.
To get told on.
Yeah. We'll have to find a clarinet.
I know.
I know I can't play it now.
I know what it's one.
No thanks.
Mike?
Yes, sir.
You surprised me, really, when you start playing the harmonica, or what do you call it? You call it harmonica, okay?
Yeah, me too.
Just all of a sudden, you was up there and you started playing, and I thought,
Yeah.
what's he doing up there?
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts.
You didn't-
Yeah, they said they didn't really care as long as I got up there. I kind of wanted to play, but
Does a great job.
as long as there's somebody to cover up for my own mistakes, it works out.
Does a great
You didn't take band either though, did you?
Yes.
Band?
No.
And it had a lot to it.
You're right.
And-
Now, if we just had a drummer, that would just about make us complete.
Yeah.
Great.
Or a keyboard. I think I'd rather have the, yeah, both would be
Yeah.
better. But I'm not complaining, because, you guys do a fantastic job. Without you,
I've always loved music. Even when I was young, I went out and I worked, living way in Florida, and I went out and worked in the fields and bought transistor radio, and I had that thing going all the time. all day, all night, that thing was going, and I've always loved music. I had a teacher in the 6th grade made us get up and sing in front of the class. I hated that. But if it didn't make you sing, you had to recite a poem, and either one I didn't like doing. But I've always loved music, and doing gospel music is just fills my heart. I love it. I just love doing it.
I like when you jam.
Mhm.
We haven't had all evening music in a long
It's
time.
been quite a while, yes. The last one was all morning that we did.
Last time we did, you were in Florida.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We leave and they play.
See how loud it is.
This time might be kind of hard, all you guys are gone. You're gonna be gone,
Yeah.
and they're gone.
See, I can go grab a chair out there and cheer you on.
You wouldn't do that to me, I know better. But yeah, music is doing gospel music, I love it, it's great.
Great, yes.
I do too. I had no talent music-wise, but there's just something about music that I'm going to use the term this way. It turns me on to the spirit.
Yes, it opens you up,
It does.
really, to receive.
Mhm.
And way I look at it, when you start to play, everything around me is shut off. And it's just a love affair between me and him.
Yeah. The hardest part is I get one, so I'm not forgetting to switch keys. I'm up there strumming the same note I'm supposed to be switching.
Well, I'll tell you something, I wouldn't know it.
And I tell you, I get thinking back, growing up, and my mom and dad got divorced when I was 7, but still we'd all get together here and there and play music. And growing up, I was just thinking, man, if we'd have used our heads and got filled with the Spirit and started playing gospel music,
Oh my, yes,
we could have really done some good work for the Lord.
yes. Yeah, we go to Florida, go down to see my sister, my brother-in-law,
Yes,
has a bunch of people come and we jam.
yeah,
At least once while we're down, we have to do a jam session.
Great.
And that's really cool, because there's a lot of talented people.
we saw that.
Yeah.
Did you have a tape of it?
Yeah,
Some
yeah, I
of the
think,
videos.
yeah, I think
Michelle.
Michelle was
Yeah.
doing something.
Okay,
Mhm.
because I remember, that was what, about 4 years ago, wasn't it? Or 3 years ago? Just, was it during COVID that you went down there?
No, that was before that, wasn't it?
I think it was probably 2019, or early part of 2020.
We went at 19, and I think we went in 22.
I'm sorry?
We was in Florida that, they was playing that down there.
Yeah, we went in 20.
Okay.
I think that we missed a couple years.
It was a good time, though.
Yeah, I enjoyed it greatly.
I mean, I enjoyed when we had that, I don't know what you want to call it, the jam session over at the Pet Gillis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fantastic. We had, oh boy, why were we over there? I
For
forget.
Connie.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Connie was in the process of departing from this world. And so all the musicians got together and some of us went there and filled up the house with gospel music.
Oh, man, yeah.
And that was,
Nothing like it.
you're right. That was, say, I love music.
Yes, I do. I've always loved music.
Mhm.
Yes.
Me too.
I guess I'm just a loud mouth. That's.
Well,
Somebody
I
got
think
to
I
do
said,
it.
okay,
You're supposed to say no!
God says make a joyful noise.
I can do that.
I can do that. I can make a lot of noise.
Amen.
No, you all got talent, so. And the main thing is that you're using for the Lord what He's given you.
Amen.
Yeah, and I really, really enjoy it doing it.
Mhm.
I think that's the main thing, if you're doing something for the Lord, you need to enjoy doing that.
Yes.
Because if you don't enjoy doing it, something's wrong.
You're not gonna be very happy in heaven.
No. No.
Matter of fact, but you don't have to worry about it.
That might not.
If, I don't know how to say it, so I won't. What would you like to see take place this year with the music?
I'd like to see it get bigger and better. Like you said, I'd like to see us get a drummer and maybe somebody on the keyboard, you know. And even a few more singers that's
Oh, yes. Well, we still have a couple good singers, but, they don't,
they don't get here much.
right. And like, Eula,
Yeah.
but, she's shall we just say, the most mature person in the church.
Yes.
You know,
Behave yourself, Mike.
he can say that because that's his mother.
She's a lovely lady.
Yeah.
Mhm. Another thing I miss time.
Time,
I miss time.
Oh,
Up there
yeah.
dancing up front, that was just so cool.
oh,
He
yeah.
gets into the spirit and he just dances before the Lord, and him and Molly just shine.
Can you imagine when you get to heaven, they're gonna be right up in the front row.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, there's so many, what do you think about the people that's gone through this church and has graduated to heaven
Right?
over our 22 years? Man, there's some great talent.
Yes.
And they left us behind. I think they're trying to tell us something, but anyway.
You know, but that's something that I want, you were talking about what we'd like to see happen. We see things from a different point of view when we're standing up on the stage. I would love to see the Spirit just fall on this place and everybody just praise and worship.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just, that would be
You gotta learn to let
amazing.
go, let God.
Don't worry about what the person next to you is gonna say or what, do what God tells you to do.
Yeah, up here, I get the goosebumps
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything, yes.
Yeah.
I think I can keep up here, so. I know what you're saying. And not been, well, let me put it this way. The people in the pews, as a general rule, will not get any more in the spirit than what's up here.
Right?
Right.
Mhm.
And I don't know how you make it more gooder,
Yeah.
but in the process, whenever the spirit here hits you, you just gotta go ahead and let it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. They start playing faster when it does.
We're like, calm down.
Well, again, I don't notice that. But I'll be honest about it, what takes place during praise and worship, I have no idea what it is. Well, sometimes I do, but, because it's the only time I get the opportunity just to worship Him. Now, when you're preaching, I catch up on my sleep.
There you go. See, I'm good for something.
I'm joking, of course. Let me say this, that some of you might be watching who are a pastor of a church. Don't touch them. But what I'm saying is, we are a team.
Amen.
Amen.
And we may argue, we may not agree, but when it comes to worshiping God, we're one.
Yeah.
Amen.
We're one.
Yep.
And,
Unity.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
You would cut up a lot.
Hey,
It's good to be able to do do.
Joy is of the Lord.
Yes.
Amen.
Yeah, and like you said before, God does have a sense of humor.
Amen.
He has to have.
You still got 10 minutes.
How many?
10.
10? You got anything you want to add, Mike?
I don't know what it'd be.
Mike is one of our talkative ones. That's the reason he's got, he can't talk and play. By the way, Mike, can you sing?
Yes, he can.
No.
He can too. I've heard him sing. He can sing.
He can, he's just kind of shy.
I've heard him, because like some of the songs we do, and at the end we go over
Yeah,
the
right.
verse without, and I heard him singing, and he's got a good voice.
He's got a bad ear on his.
Well, that is true.
Right, that's the bad ear.
He puts me on the bad ear side.
Right.
How about you, Rachel?
Ooh.
But let me say this. We started this church a little over 22 years ago. And the first service, you were there,
And Mike.
and Mike. And you played the guitar,
Yeah.
and my wife was on the keyboard.
Yep, Becky played bass guitar.
Was she at the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we moved the dining room table because we were in the house. And we were in that house for, I don't know, a couple months.
Yeah.
And then we found out that filled up. So Al and I went out in the garage and put the drywall and the insulation up. And I think, did you help put up that furnace, or was it just Al and I?
I remember doing this all, well, I don't mean nothing, but I think.
He didn't know what he was doing, and I didn't know what we was doing, but we got it in.
Yep, it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember if I actually do that or not.
I don't remember either, but I know that Al and I worked ourselves to death getting that drywall up. Al was older than I am. Of course, that was 22 years ago, and I wasn't quite as old then. How about you, Rachel?
How about me what? What was the question?
No, just something you want to add.
Oh, something I want to add. I don't know, it's like if you're down and out, if you're sad, if you're mad, if you're not, all you gotta do is put on some music. Put on some music, and it'll change your attitude.
It's on the music.
Well, gospel music. Let's do gospel music. I mean, it'll change your attitude and stuff, and there's just so much in music. If people would just take the time to listen. Just turn it on.
Amen. I know you can talk.
And God, we just said today that I was shy. But no, I agree with Rachel. Music can solve so many issues. I know there's people that have anxiety or depression or things that they're dealing with like that, and if they just put on some music, God works through music in so many ways. And if you just allow it to penetrate your soul, it will bring about so many wonderful things.
Yeah, when I'm driving, I like to have music on. Other than that, I've never had music
I know.
on.
We turned it on in the office.
Well, yeah.
Well, I've got a radio in my office.
So we had ours going. I
Well,
was
that's what
having
he
it
wants.
going when I was working.
Yeah, he'll walk in my office and like, oh, you have music on. Yeah, I do.
Leroy?
Oh, I just would like to see some young blood.
Oh, yes.
And
Oh, yeah.
we got some pretty talented people out there, and just getting them to step up,
Yep.
I understand that, a lot of them are shy and stuff, and God really needs to speak to their heart, and he probably does, but the thing is they don't wanna get into it.
It's a response.
Yes, and, I guess I surrender all,
Yep.
That's
Beautiful
what
song.
we gotta do, we gotta surrender all and just let God have control.
Yeah, isn't it amazing how we can sing a song like I surrender it all, and yet yet
No.
we're not surrendering
Yeah, true,
anything
true.
other than the,
No.
That's right.
letting the words come out.
And people are
Singing the
gonna
words, but
listen
not
to what
doing
they sing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. Yeah, too many times, you know, we sing the songs, but we don't get it,
Yeah.
you know? They sing it, but they don't get it. I surrender all, that means you give everything to Him.
Right?
And people don't get it. They just singing a song for them.
That's something like us preachers, preaching one thing and living another.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not good.
No. But when you truly surrender,
Amen.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be up there preaching or up there singing, because I was always shy. Never like being up in front of people talking.
God has a way of removing that, doesn't He?
Yes, He does.
Because I don't think any of us ever want to be in front of people doing stuff,
No.
whether it's singing or preaching.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you something, it's a whole lot easier to walk into a crowd of people you don't know
That is true.
Yes.
and play music.
Yes.
Mhm.
Cause you know, you look out there and you see people that you don't think, man, I know I'm gonna mess up.
I sat down here and watched you, so I'm waiting for it. And I'm gonna,
But you know, that's what we have to keep reminding ourselves, because when we mess up, the only people that know are us.
yes.
Yep.
Everybody out there has no idea that we messed up. They just think that's part of the song.
Unless we stop in the middle of the song. Oh, fuck, I start this over.
Or we go. Or we completely.
Oh,
We've
okay.
had a few of those.
We stop singing and don't remember the words.
In the wrong key.
You know,
It doesn't happen.
what I like is when you start doing a song and God's speaking to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And if He's telling me to stop and say something or
You
whatever,
better stop.
I'm gonna do it.
Yes, yes.
You know, 'cause, I mean, that's what it's about. We gotta be obedient to God. Whatever He tells us
Yes.
to do, we need to be getting it done.
Right.
And there's been quite a few times I've done that. I've stopped the song I was doing.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing,
If you
even.
don't stop and do it, God just don't let you finish that song. I mean, you mess up more than anything.
Right,
In this
right.
song, it's like, I told you to say something.
You know, and I think Rachel and I have kind of stepped out in that area too, that if a song is talking to us, or God's speaking to us through a song when we're singing, in between songs, we'll speak up and say something, you know, and we've learned that it's just,
Yeah.
it's easier if you do what God tells you to do when He tells you to do it,
Yes.
because if you miss that opportunity, you're not gonna get it again.
Amen.
And I think when that takes place, the response is dynamic.
Mhm.
It really is.
Mhm.
Well, I think we just about had our half hour. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did,
Yeah.
and I think they did too.
Yeah.
Tonight, we just decided it was going to do this. We didn't tell, I guess Rachel. Yeah, so they all got dressed up in their fight for Sunday best.
Yes.
And, they're here practicing for Sunday, and,
We're just
we.
normal people.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
Well,
so we came over and they're through their practice, and we decided to go ahead and record this. And who knows? Maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Amen.
Bless you, and we'll see you again next week.